Understanding quantum mechanics. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most mind-blowing and fascinating subjects out there. Quantum mechanics. If you've ever heard of weird stuff like superposition and entanglement, and thought to yourself, WTF is going on here? Then this post is for you. Quantum mechanics is a branch of physics that deals with the behavior of particles at the atomic and subatomic level. And it is responsible for some of the most mind-bending concepts in the universe. But don't worry, I'm not going to throw a bunch of math and equations at you. In this video, we're going to break down the key concepts and principles of quantum mechanics in a way that's easy to understand. We'll talk about the uncertainty principle, the role of quantum mechanics in computing, and the potential future directions for research in this exciting field. So if you're ready to have your mind blown, let's dive in. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. What is quantum mechanics? Have you ever heard of quantum mechanics and thought to yourself, what in the world is that? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Quantum mechanics can be a pretty confusing subject, but it's actually really interesting and important. So, what is quantum mechanics? It's a branch of physics that deals with the behavior of particles at the atomic and subatomic level. These are the tiniest things in the universe, like atoms, electrons, and photons. One thing that makes quantum mechanics different from the physics you might have learned about in school is that it's based on probability, rather than definite outcomes. This means that, in the quantum world, things can exist in multiple states at the same time. This is called superposition. Another weird thing about quantum mechanics is something called entanglement. This happens when two particles become linked, in a way that their properties are correlated, even when they're separated by a long distance. This means that if you measure one particle, you can instantly know the state of the other particle, no matter how far apart they are. So, that's a quick overview of quantum mechanics. It's a really cool subject that can be kind of mind-boggling, but it's also really important for understanding the world around us. The uncertainty principle. One of the most famous principles of quantum mechanics is the uncertainty principle, which was first proposed by physicist Werner Heisenberg in 1927. The uncertainty principle says that there are certain pairs of physical properties, such as position and momentum, that cannot be measured with perfect precision simultaneously. This might seem kind of strange, because in the world we experience every day, we can measure things like position and momentum pretty accurately. For example, if you throw a ball, you know exactly where it is and how fast it's moving. But in the quantum world, things are a little different. According to the uncertainty principle, the more accurately you measure one of these properties, the less accurately you can measure the other. This is because when you try to measure a quantum particle, the act of measurement itself can disturb the particle and change its properties. So, what does this mean for our understanding of the nature of reality? Well, it suggests that there is an inherent uncertainty and randomness to the world at the quantum level. This can be kind of hard to wrap your head around, but it's an important idea that has helped scientists make sense of some of the strange and counterintuitive phenomena of quantum mechanics. Quantum computing. You might have heard of quantum computers and thought to yourself, what in the world are those? Well, you're in luck, because that's what we're talking about today. Quantum computers are computers that use the principles of quantum mechanics to perform calculations. They have the potential to be much faster and more powerful than classical computers, which are the computers we use every day. So, how do quantum computers work? Well, they use something called quantum bits, or qubits, instead of the bits that classical computers use. Qubits can exist in multiple states at the same time, which means that they can perform multiple calculations at once. This makes quantum computers much faster and more efficient than classical computers, which can only perform one calculation at a time. There are a lot of exciting potential applications for quantum computers, from solving complex scientific problems to cracking codes and encryptions. Right now, there is a lot of research and development going on in the field of quantum computing, and scientists are working on ways to make these machines more practical and efficient. So, that's a quick overview of quantum computers. They're pretty cool, right? It's exciting to think about all the amazing things we might be able to do with them in the future. The future of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is a really exciting field of science that has already had a huge impact on our understanding of the universe. But there are still a lot of mysteries and open questions in this field, and scientists are working hard to try and understand more about the strange and counterintuitive phenomena of quantum mechanics. One of the big controversies in quantum mechanics is the concept of wave-particle duality. This refers to the idea that particles, like electrons, can behave like waves under certain circumstances. This is really weird, because in our everyday experience, things are either waves or particles, not both at the same time. Another open question in quantum mechanics is the measurement problem. This refers to the fact that when we measure a quantum particle, the act of measurement itself can disturb the particle and change its properties. This raises questions about the nature of reality and how we can know anything about the quantum world. There are a lot of potential future directions for research in quantum mechanics. For example, scientists are working on developing new technologies, like quantum computers, that take advantage of the weird and counterintuitive phenomena of quantum mechanics. They are also trying to understand more about the fundamental nature of the universe and how quantum mechanics fits into our overall understanding of the world. So, as you can see, quantum mechanics is a really fascinating field that has a lot of potential to change our understanding of the universe and our place within it. There is still a lot we don't know, but that's part of what makes it so exciting. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of quantum mechanics. I hope you found it as interesting and mind-blowing as I did. Quantum mechanics is a really fascinating subject that has had a huge impact on our understanding of the universe and has the potential to shape the future in all sorts of exciting ways. There is still a lot we don't know about this field, but that's part of what makes it so exciting. If you want to learn more about quantum mechanics, there are tons of great resources out there. You can check out books, articles, and videos online to learn more about this fascinating subject. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. I'm always posting new content about all sorts of interesting topics, so there's always something new to learn. Thanks again for joining me on this journey through quantum mechanics. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.